Canada looks invincible on the map. It's huge, wealthy in resources, and surrounded by oceans that seem to shield it from danger. But geography is tricky. The same features that give Canada strength also make it nearly impossible to defend. Let's break down why this land of forests, oil, and ice is both powerful and deeply vulnerable. Canada stretches almost from the North Pole to the warm border with the United States. It covers more land than almost every other country on Earth. That means endless natural wealth, oil, gas, forests, and farmland. But it also means any enemy wouldn't need to conquer all of Canada. They would only need to strike at weak points because no military can guard such a massive area completely. Canada's greatest strength is its access to 3 oceans. This brings global trade and food from fishing waters, but it's also a nightmare for defense. No other country has more coastline. Imagine trying to patrol every island, bay, and Arctic passage. For every opening Canada tries to guard, there are 10 more left exposed. Most of Canada's natural treasures lie in the Arctic. Beneath the frozen ground are oil fields and valuable minerals. But there's a problem. The Arctic is almost empty of people, towns, or strong military bases. Meanwhile, rivals like Russia are already building airfields and icebreakers in the north. Canada's land is rich, but in places where it cannot be fully protected. Canada's people live in a narrow band along the southern border with the United States. Cities like Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver are thriving, but they are far from the Arctic, far from where Canada's land is most exposed. This leaves the heart of Canada's geography, its northern frontier, almost undefended. Canada depends on allies. Through NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, the United States helps patrol Canada's skies. American and Canadian radar systems, satellites, and fighter jets work together to spot threats that could come across the Arctic or the Pacific. Beyond the United States, NATO provides the umbrella of protection in Europe and Asia. If Canada were ever challenged far from home, it would rely on this alliance to deter rivals like Russia, or even to balance against China's growing influence. In truth, Canada's geography leaves it no choice. Without these partnerships, it would be nearly impossible for Ottawa to defend its own enormous territory. Canada is a paradox, rich in land and resources, but stretched too thin to guard them all. Its geography gives it power, but also forces it to depend on allies. In the end, Canada's survival comes not just from its forests and oil, but from the friends who help to protect it. If you enjoyed this journey into Canada's geography, hit like, subscribe, and join us as we uncover more hidden stories of the world's maps.